The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Morning, Bob.
Morning.
You doing all right?
Doing fine.
Doing fine. All right. We got guests in here this morning. Bob, who do we have?
We got Kylie. Hey, Kylie.
Good morning.
Kylie and Kaylee, good morning. How are you doing, girl?
Good morning and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Y'all ought to see her all dressed up there. What are you dressed up in again?
I'm wearing an elf hat, and I've got some Christmas cat overalls on.
Overalls.
Yep,
Christmas cat overalls. Now, who came up with that idea?
I don't know, but whoever they are, they're a genius.
They're a genius. They got a big cat's face on there with the Santa hat on there on the overalls.
Yeah, it looks like my cat.
And you got the elf hat on up there.
Yeah, I didn't wear my jingly one because I figured that would be annoying.
Yeah, it would be annoying.
Yeah, and we have jingle bells too. Yeah, she's an elf. She will be dressed up to the T.
To the T? What
today. Today we are going out to Lakeview Retirement Home. Mm-hmm. Yesterday we went to the new senior building out at Hall Richardson, which I'm really excited that's being built out there. We're really excited.
They have a senior center there,
yep.
Hall Richardson being built for the seniors. That's great.
And it's, they show up in the morning times and they get their little ritual where they decorate their tables. And we went out there yesterday and had a party and did cupcakes and cookies and had a good time.
Man.
We're coming back to, of course, do bingo. So if if you're looking for a place to go during the day, that's a great place to go and visit and socialize. They are
Hall Richardson Senior Center.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they're on 4th Street.
Yep.
All right.
And today, Kaylee and I are here. We're wearing a mini hats to go along with my elf hat. We want to get in as much as possible. So Kaylee's going to start off by putting her Hospice of South Georgia hat on. What you got, Kaylee?
What's
Thanks,
up?
Kylie. Well, we wanted to talk about our brand new 8-room inpatient unit which opened and is doing so well. We're seeking snacks for patients and families such as crackers, cookies, protein bars, potato chips, the munchies, and items like coffee, sugar, creamer, soda. It's a stock the pantry drive, and we would love for any donation you could give. For more information, you can give me a call at 912-424-3940.
And the families just appreciate it, while you're in there and you don't really want to leave. It's nice to have something, in the pantry for everybody.
Right.
And to get there in the morning times, we often have people that come and donate, donuts, muffins for the families and the patients. So when they get there, they can have a cup of coffee and have a donut and visit with their family member who is in the 8-room inpatient unit.
Yeah, it's really nice. So up next, we have the Hope Chest Thrift Store. It's located at 177 West Cherry Street between the Strand and the Berry Patch. So we're seeking donations of used furniture, kitchenwares, home decor, and more. You can do a donation drop-off, or you can call us to schedule a donation pickup. We have some beautiful Christmas items for sale that make the perfect gift. Remember, every dollar donated or spent at Hospice Hope Chest goes directly to support Hospice of South Georgia. So shop local and help families in need of hospice care. You can give them a call at 912-385-2046.
Yep.
Or that's at the Hope Chest in downtown Jesup on Cherry Street next to the Strand.
Yes, and our hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6. And Saturday, you can come shopping from 10 a.m. to 4. And, thanks, Kylie. Thanks, Kylie.
Thanks, Kylie. All right, take it away, Kaylee.
Yeah.
They have reversed their...
I even get confused.
I've done that before with Bob and I.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the 2 B's and the 2 K's.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put on my Rotary hat real fast.
The Rotary Club of Jesup, which you're a member. So
I am. I'm on the board.
You're on the board?
Yeah, I'm on the board.
All right. Aren't you important,
I know, fancy,
girl?
right?
Yes, sir.
And we, our platform is to spread awareness and to educate Wayne County on human trafficking, which is actually a big issue. We had Safe Harbor come speak at a Rotary meeting, and they were telling us how the cases of human trafficking in Wayne County actually increased this summer. So we wanted to host a seminar. It's a free seminar. It's called Shine the Light on Human Trafficking. It's going to be on Thursday, January 11th at Wayne County or Wayne Christian Academy. It's going to start at 6:30. And again, this is a free seminar. And we want to educate all the attendees of the warning signs of human trafficking, grooming, because I know a lot of people may not know what that term is, and how to protect our youth from all these crazy apps on smartphones. I know that there's apps and ways that people can reach out to our youth on these apps, if it's Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. And I know that there's some of these apps that you can download that may look like an app. They may look like Twitter, but it's not. And that's where a lot of dangers come in. So this is a free. And we have partnered with Anchored in Wellness, Safe Harbor, Anchored in Wellness Junior Board, Lily and the Sparrow for this event. And we also contacted House of Hope in St. Simon's. That is a house for victims of or survivors of trafficking, young ladies. And they are actually interested in opening up a home here in Wayne County. So we have some keynote speakers that are going to come, and they'll be able to educate, and they're going to be able to answer any questions that you may have to protect our children of Wayne County.
Now, you think of human trafficking as someone being kidnapped and taken somewhere else, but it's much more than that, isn't it?
Yes, correct. Yeah, it's a broad, it's just pretty much saying that human trafficking is, if you have, I'm just trying to think of an example that I can say on the radio. For instance, when I worked in Atlanta for the Georgia Center, we actually had huge cases, and I know this sounds terrible to say on the radio, but a lot of cases were of a family member that happened to have an addiction, and they would exchange their child to get what they needed.
Saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and
so that's human trafficking also. It's more than just kidnapping and taking someone off.
I know. When you watch some of these movies, you think it's, in a different country and
all that
they're,
kind of stuff,
put them in.
It can be done right here at home, and we don't even know about it.
Yeah.
A lot of times. So
Correct.
that's also human trafficking. So when's this seminar going to be held again?
It's going to be January 11th at Wayne Christian Academy, and it starts at 6:30. And, and also the term grooming. I know when I was trying to explain it to my little niece what grooming was, she looked at me and said, "You mean like pet grooming?" And I was like, "No, that's like when you see a young child that is how can I explain this? Like
maybe
you
a
see
young girl all dressed up, maked up and stuff like that. Is
or
what you're talking
someone
about?
that's an easy target, that's had a lot of something going on with their life, and they're reaching out for someone.
They're reaching out to the vulnerable kids.
Yes, they reach out to the vulnerable kids, and they groom them, spoil them, give them things, take them out to dinner, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just kind of like you're grooming them because you want their trust, so you can then exploit them. And we just want to educate. We're not trying to scare anybody. We're not trying to put on any scare tactics or make you want to run out and do all this stuff. But we just want to educate you so you can be aware of these warning signs, and possibly, especially with the apps. A lot of, and it's just crazy how kids have smartphones. I don't even think I had a phone, but I was in the 90s.
It's a good thing that we didn't have that when I was a parent, because my kids wouldn't have got one.
Yeah, I mean, we all grew up without Facebook.
You can't give the world's knowledge to a young mind like that.
Yes.
And then, that's just the way I look at it. I know other parents that they can do what they want with their own kids, but that's just the way I look at it, is why would you give the world's knowledge and open them up to all the stuff that goes on in the world?
Yes.
It'd have to be I'm not sure. I'm sure there's safety protocols that you can put on phones of what they can and can't do.
Correct.
These days, but
and we will be back.
That's just they wouldn't have them. They'd have a flip phone. They could either text or call. That's about it.
I mean, I didn't have a phone. I know we grew up without Facebook. We grew up without internet. I remember, back in the day when internet was a new thing, you couldn't pick up the phone because it was like screeching noise of the dial-up internet.
Yeah, the dial-up.
Yes.
Yep, the dial-up was how we started here back in the 90s.
So there's a lot of things at our age, we our age and older that need to learn about, technology and apps. And I know in January we will have someone come in from Anchored in Wellness to kind of go deeper into that, but we wanted to just kind of go ahead and tell everybody to mark your calendars. It's a free event. Even if you don't have a child, but you work with a child, you have a niece, you have a cousin, come on out. We'll answer any questions that you have. You'll be able to sign up for any of the services if you feel like this is something that you want to go deeper into, and that will be a safe place for you to come. If you want to pull us over to the side and ask us questions, schedule a meeting, this is the perfect time. So it'll be January 11th, 6:30 at Wayne Christian Academy. And I know everybody is, got Christmas on the brain, especially me and my costumes. But January is just around the corner, and Rotary is gearing up for our annual Polar Plunge.
Polar plunge, jumping in the cool pool.
Yes, slightly chilly. This event is going to take place on Thursday, January 25th at the Trial House Swimming Pool at 5 p.m. And we're asking folks to take the plunge for Rotary. Each participant will raise money as a challenge to jump in this icy pool, and costumes are welcome. Last year I wore a walrus costume.
Men, no Speedos.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Wouldn't be smart. But last year I wore a walrus costume. It was a onesie, and I suggest not jumping into the pool in a onesie. It was a little scary. I didn't know if it was going to weigh me down, but I was able to come back up. The participant who raises the most funds gets to donate those funds to a local nonprofit of their choice. And since I'm here today, I am going to challenge a few people to take the plunge with Kaylee and myself. So I'm going to see if you have what it takes. All right, y'all ready?
What it takes.
We are going to challenge the Jesup Police Department, Jesup Fire Department, Wayne County Sheriff's Department, Shelby Anderson of the Boys and Girls Club, any and all Jesup City Commissioners, Mayor Ralph Hickox, who, by the way, raised the most money last year, Bob Morgan. That's you, B-Bob. I'm challenging you. The Wayne County
He's
Board
too
of
old to do
Education. You're never too old.
He's too old.
The Cannonball. All of
Bob, I'm trying to help you out here.
It's good for you. Wakes you up. Good for your bones.
Yeah.
Good for your joints. All of the Wayne County Commissioners. Raymond Brown. I told you I was going to challenge you, Raymond. Timmy Rozier. Come on, Timmy. David Earl Keith. And I would love to see you jump again wearing a costume. He did it a few years ago, and I would like for him to bring that back. Larry Dinkins of the Chop House. Yes, you, Larry. Dina Bennett of the Chamber. Richard Johnson and everyone at EMS. Chad Neesmith of 1122 Church and Neesmith Chevrolet. And Mr. Caleb Popple, president of Shriners Club. And anyone who thinks they're up for this challenge. Bring it on. Let's see if you got what it takes, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot
So
of
they
fun.
raise funds to jump in the pool.
You do.
So you making somebody raise funds and jump in a cold, very cold pool.
Yes.
Just for a good cause.
It's for a good cause.
And the cause is?
Rotary. Rotary Jesup.
Yeah.
And then also, if you do win, if you raise the most money, you get to take that money and give it to a nonprofit of your choice. I know
Okay.
last year,
Not to give it
Ralph
to a nonprofit. Okay.
Yes, I know last year Ralph won. He raised the most money. I think it was $1,000, and he donated it to the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
So not only does it help Rotary, but it helps the nonprofit, and gets helps market your company or whatever you do in Wayne County. And let's jump in the pool. I don't know what costumes we're gonna wear, but Kaylee and I are definitely gonna have costumes, not a walrus onesie.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a great way to wake up, feel refreshed, and give back to the community. And if you would like to take the plunge, you can contact Pam Wheat of the Trial House at 717-350-0259, or contact our Facebook page. It's Rotary of Jesup, or you can come to one of our meetings. We meet every Thursday at noon at Autumn Hall Steak and Seafood. So if you'd like to come out and just kind of see what we do, we have a good time. We joke, we laugh, we have a speaker, we get down to business, and you'll see a lot more from Rotary in 2024. We're going to be heavily involved in the community. So, yeah. Well, I think that's it for today, guys. Y'all
Yep,
excited
quite a bit
for
going.
Santa Claus or Christmas? Y'all been good this year? Y'all going to get lumps of coal?
Yeah, I've been real good. I've been hurting too much to be bad.
Well, you told me about your surgery, so I hope
I'm
everything
having
goes okay.
total hip replacement surgery tomorrow at the Bone and Joint Institute. They'll put in titanium rod, titanium cup, plastic ball. I'll be part robot, as one of my sons said.
Yeah.
And but to get rid of this pain that I've got in my hip, it'll be very well worth it.
Yes,
Because
and
it's
you'll
bone
pay.
on bone.
Now, 2024, if you feel better, you might even be able to jump in the pool.
Yeah, right.
Come on, bitch. Well, I just wanted to.
Not going to be, but yeah. So
Well, we're gonna
I'm
be
having
praying
that
for you.
done, and so I'll be laid up during the holidays, and then looking forward to be back here in the saddle on January 2nd.
Well, I'll be sure to tell Santa where you are.
Okay.
'Cause we're buddies. We're tight like that.
You're tight with Santa, huh?
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody, and I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And yeah, today's the last day of school, so yeah, right?
They're going to have a blast. I mean, they're out from tomorrow all the way through January 7th. They don't go back to the 8th.
I know.
Yes,
Lucky.
sirree.
I know my
A lot of
sister
folks
is
gonna take
ready.
Yeah, a lot of folks going to take holidays. I mean, go on vacations and stuff like that, visit family, things of that sort.
Well, I'll be here at hospice having a good time.
I'll be
and,
laid up,
scheduling
recovering
everybody.
from surgery.
Yeah, I'll be getting ready to schedule our prom and raffle run and Wayne's Got Talent and all that stuff. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Tell us about Wayne's Got Talent. What's coming up with that?
Well, we are in the midst of working on it. We're hoping that it's going to be in April. We are going to partner. We're going to partner with Boys and Girls Club, and we're going to do a fundraiser for Boys and Girls Club and Camp Hope, which is our bereavement camp. And this is going to be a talent show in Wayne County. And it's kind of like the Wayne County Productions, but we're going to have a little talent show, a little competition.
This is talent. This is just not singing. This is
You can be anything.
talent, anything.
I mean, you can't. There's certain things you probably won't be able to get up there and do, but
Right.
like rap and say some cuss words, but yeah, it's not going to be just coming up and singing. I mean, if you want to come out and think you're the best tap dancer in Wayne County, let's
tap
come
dancer, magician, anything like
Whatever
that.
you
If got
consider a talent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
playing the horn, guitar, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, just think of America's Got Talent without Simon, and we're not gonna be like that. But yeah, it's gonna be like that, but Wayne County. So there's gonna be a little bit of guidelines, and you do have to be a Wayne County resident. And we're gonna have judges, and the winner will be able to walk away with a prize, a cash prize, and the money that we raise will be going to Camp Hope and Boys and Girls Club. So we're gonna partner with Shelby and have a good time. I know she's going to be a little bit stressed out because they are doing their adult prom, and then we're going to do Wayne's Got Talent. But we thought it'd be a good.
Yeah, we haven't heard from the Boys and Girls Club in a while.
She'll be on.
I guess she'll be coming on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think everybody's just Christmas on the brain right now. So.
Christmas on the brain.
But we wanted to kind of slide in there, and then we'll, you know me, we'll be on so much next year it's going to annoy you.
Okay.
I might even add it. The Butch, Bob, and Kylie show, right? Well, Merry
All right,
Christmas, everybody.
Kaylee, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to seeing y'all in January.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Y'all take care.
Bye.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob show in a moment.
Hey y'all, it's Jonathan Wheat from Union Station Brewing Company. We at the brewery wish you an enjoyable and safe holiday craft beer season. As we look around this time of year, we're surrounded by you, our customers and friends. Thank you for the privilege of serving you, and we look forward to your friendships in years to come. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
The world is filled with the sounds of Christmas. Jones Prescription Shop wishes that all of your dreams come true. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from our family to yours, Jones Prescription Shop.
Holiday season, a time of wonder, a season of beauty, with warm wishes from Manning Heating and Air for a very Merry Christmas and a happy 2024.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob show. So we've, Georgia's lost that quarterback?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
What do you mean, who cares?
Don't need him. Got Carson Beck coming
But that's
back.
this year. We're
Gunner
developing
Stockton.
him for next year.
You got Gunner Stockton in.
Okay. All right. Don't need him.
Gunner Stockton's better than that guy.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out as you head to Nebraska.
I mean,
and do nothing out there.
I mean, he's been at 4 different high schools in 4 different years. I mean, no loss.
No loss. Okay, Bob. So you're not worried about it. Not concerned at all.
Let him go pick corn in Nebraska.
Be a Husker. I'll pick that corn.
there.
Okay. Well,
No loss, Georgia fans. Don't worry about him.
yeah. No, I'd have been a lot more concerned about losing Beck than I would him. So, luckily, Beck's coming back for next year.
Apparently, he got his money.
He got his money. Some deep pocket
It all depends on what reports you
donors
listen to.
ponied up.
Some say 3, some say 4. Who knows?
You know,
Like they said, if we knew, we'd just be
upset.
No, it'd just blow your mind, man.
It'd probably blow your mind, but are these athletes? Have you heard anything? Are they living in nice places off campus somewhere? I mean, you know how it was when you were an athlete there at Georgia. When we were back there, you stayed in their McWhorter Hall.
Must be driving some fancy vehicles.
Yeah. I would want to have a fancy vehicle there in Athens. The people there in Athens, those students that drive like maniacs in the streets, or the skinnies. I don't know what. You need a small compact car just to get down Millage Avenue when you're side by side. But I didn't know if you had heard anything about why some of these their lifestyle.
I don't know where they're living.
Up there, being the fact that so many of them are earning so much money now.
It's all.
I hope their parents or somebody's watching out for their money for them, because it's all you need to do is to give hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to someone who's 18, 19, 20, 21 years old and never, many of them haven't had a whole bunch of money in the past. Most kids don't when they're growing up, and you don't want them to see them blow it.
I just wonder if they're getting all this in one lump sum, or they're getting payments, or
I hope they're getting payments. You don't want to give it to them in one lump sum. No.
I think you need a contract like a professional athlete. Where if you get injured, you get some of your money back.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Don't know how all that works out.
I don't know how it works out, like I said, because nothing's being transparent. It's just all reports. But those are the reports that's what he was asking for to stay. And apparently he got what he was asking for.
Okay.
So he's coming back for his senior season and, being one of the front runners for the Heisman, I imagine.
Yeah. All these athletes that left last year, the year before, and the year before, and they might have got a little bit of money, but now as each year goes by, it's going to be more.
Looking at the quarterback class coming out, he's probably smart to come back. Like I said, he'll be one of the top quarterbacks coming out the following year, whereas there's a lot of quarterbacks in this year's draft that they're getting a lot of attention. So
okay.
So smart move on his part. And Georgia fans are happy. Got our quarterback coming back for next season. This new alignment where there's no East and West, and everybody's just in one conference, and top two teams still play in the SEC championship game, and top 12 teams make the playoffs, and it'll be a brand new world.
It'll be a brand new world next year. Boy, if you're in a coma for a year and woke up, you'd say, "What in the world?" Yeah, what's going on?
It'll be interesting how many of those 12 teams are SEC teams. That's what's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. Yeah.
You got Oklahoma and Texas coming in the SEC. You got Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss. Just going to be interesting how many of the 12 teams are SEC teams. So,
yeah.
But like I said, most people think it's going to be Alabama and Texas in this year's championship. So Texas coming in the SEC next year. So big rematch. That's what everybody's looking for. The big rematch is Texas beat Alabama in week 2 of the season.
You got two teams there, Washington and Michigan. I don't think so.
I still can't figure out how Michigan's favored in that ball game over Alabama.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
They were favored last year over TCU.
A point and a half. I don't know what these people are saying. How they think Michigan's going to stay on the field.
Well, they thought Michigan was going to beat TCU last year. They didn't.
They should have beat TCU. They were favored by 3 touchdowns.
I know, and TCU beat the turkey out of them.
I know.
And then we beat the turkey out of TCU.
I just can't believe it. Like they say, they know something we don't know, but they got Michigan
not all
favored.
the time, Bob. Look at last night. Who would have thought that Seattle would beat Philadelphia? But Philadelphia had that game won and let some backup quarterback move them down the field and score there in the last minute or so.
Yeah, Philly's lost 3 straight.
I know, man.
NFL is hard to figure out.
I know, you can't tell. You put two teams together, and here's a team that's just dominating and so forth, and one's barely making by. You never can tell weekend to weekend. You just don't know. I'd hate to be setting the odds on these things. It's one thing setting the odds, it's another thing getting them right. I mean, anybody can set odds. It's a matter of getting them right. And a lot of times they just don't even get them in the ballpark.
Crazy.
But it's a little rough, flying out west, and playing. If you got to go all the way across the country, it throws your whole body off schedule-wise. Both ways,
Draft's going to be exciting. With Trevin Wallace entering the draft, it'll be fun to see where he goes.
Yeah, Wayne County's Trevin Wallace is leaving Kentucky to go into the NFL draft. Hope to be in the linebacker there somewhere next year, playing for the NFL.
I still remember being at Lindsey Scott's house when he was drafted by the New Orleans Saints. That was a fun time.
Fun time, huh?
Yeah.
The Orleans Saints.
Brings back memories. So I'm not sure if Trevin will be in New York or will be around. So I have to check with his folks, but that should be a fun time watching him get drafted.
You were there when he got drafted to go to New Orleans, and I was here in Jesup when he had the get-together and said he was going to Georgia. Isn't that amazing?
That's an interesting recruiting story about Lindsey because, like I said, Lindsey and Buck went together. But Lindsey almost went to Tennessee with John.
Just about.
So,
He called it Buck Bellew in the eyes. The reason why they're going away from the veer offense there with Dooley, and he was going to the eye, and he had already signed Buck Bellew. And Lindsey said, "Well, if you're going to the eye, not the veer," because he wanted to catch passes. And then he went, and then lo and behold, they got Herschel.
John Warren talks about all that, all those days that they were, he was thinking about, going with Lindsey to Georgia, but his dad said, "No, you're going to Tennessee." So, but he had a great career at Tennessee.
He had a great career there, and still there. In Knoxville.
He's still there. Yeah, played for the Dallas Cowboys several years.
Yes, he did.
Still remember seeing him get hurt on that football
I know.
game.
You hate to see him get
made
hurt
that
like
tackle and ended his career. But
yeah, kickers do not make tackles. Quarterbacks do not make tackles. You're not conditioned for it.
But it'll be exciting watching Trevin get drafted and see where he winds up. Hopefully he'll wind up in a good place. Pittsburgh be a great place.
Pittsburgh would be a great place. Yeah. Huh? Okay, Bob. Back in black and gold.
They need to use their number one pick. They need linebackers bad. They need all the help they can get.
They need help everywhere, Bob.
They need help. But he looked good.
Especially in a
he looked good in black and gold.
Coordinator.
He looked good in black and gold. But it'll be a fun time.
All right.
The best.
Sounds good. Bob, anything else? You got a city council meeting to go to
tonight? City council, you'll have full report tomorrow. Final meetings for Shirley and Armstrong, Stanley Todd, and Joe Roddy.
All right, we'll have a full report tomorrow morning at 7:15 on our local news. Bob, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. It's been brought to you by O'Quinn Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio.